So this is their. Who are they running here? It's a solo controller. Okay, so this is very akin to whenever they ran that solo controller setup with the Cypher. They have Kale on that Cypher, and it's going to be a double duelist single initiator kind of setup. So they're effectively slotting out their Viper for this from their usual composition, but Elevate. You know what Elevate's win rate is on bind line so far? Take a guess.
80%. Yeah, 80%.
100%.
Oh my god! Of course.
So far, they've won all. Actually, so far they've won all of their games on every single map. So technically, Lotus and Sunset's also at 100%. But that KO composition that they usually run is what's going to concern me so much, right? Since KO, I feel, is a very, very effective way to shut out ISO, especially if you can get the knife timing correct.
Right. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. If you can somehow try and catch the ISO off timing, it would be insane. Could you imagine you're setting up the shield halfway, KO knife comes in, your teammates can't even hit it because it's maybe around the bank or corner or like would bind. Let's just say 1 in a million chance the knife hits like the top texture of like an AC unit. You can't even see it, you can't shoot it.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it just annihilates the shield and Nokia just swings it. Dude. Yeah, well, the thing you did talk about that, even though Elevate have a 100% win rate on this so far, this is Kizuna's map pick. So let's see if they cooked up something. If there's anyone to try and cook up strats here, it's going to be Shinsei and it's going to be Evo. So we're going to have to see if that carries through or not. Orb is going to be farm for kill contract very early on. And Lamps is going to be taken control of by Elevate. Oh my god, they've snuck in.
This is the strength of that Viper here, right? You can get yourself silently all the way towards plants here.
Out.
And Esmon, now he's gonna get taken down. The A side completely open for Elevate here. Shinsei and Ender, they're wrapping around through main, but Riza has this angle tight, knows the shield is gonna be online, tries to break it for Shinsei.
He's running out.
Yeah,
he's running out the shield.
Gets the first kill. The shield refresh is going to be good. But Riza takes out both Ender and Shinsei, and all of a sudden flaring. It's going to be next in line to take this fight. Kale and Reverie have to go big to make this pistol round swing the way of Kizuna's here.
Oh.
But Elevate just steps ahead.
Okay, first point. Riza, my goat, Malaysian pride, Malaysian bully. Second point, Pudjay, thank you for cleaning up. Also, Pudjay, my goat. Third point, did you see the way Elevate just had this protocol to back away? Like, okay, they had their lane compromised completely coming in from the flank. They dealt with it, and then Lamps was going to be taken from the usual side from the defenders. And Elevate had this just instant call. Yo, back up, boys. Let's be back to the wall. Let's take this fight unfairly for them. And then the swing, also, dude, it's so beautiful to watch Elevate play.
It's such, how do I say it? It's like watching a hive mind, you know? It's like if you hook up 5 players with cables to like a supercomputer or something.
Yeah.
With like 100 NVIDIA graphics cards for that extra processing power. This is what you get. Elevate is what you get.
It's terrifying. They're just so stuck together.
Oh man.
Here comes the defense. One goes down.
No
Nokia.
way!
He's going for the highlight, but yeah, out of ammo.
You know what? He has the sheriff. I don't hate that player. Oh, Pudjay.
Oh my. Okay, wait. Reverie just gives it a little bit of a chance, but ooh, executed by Redco. Oh boy, Elevate.
I think we're really starting to see the rock, paper, scissors effect of these different compositions against each other.
My
right?
guy,
'Cause
my guy. If Kizuna are playing rock, paper, scissors, Elevate just threw an engine block at them.
they just pulled out the 40 mil howitzer. Holy.
Yeah, they just pulled out an engine block and, like, you know, maybe titled, like, sponsored by RDA or something. Just threw it at them. Flung it at them. They're not playing this fair. And yeah, fair, you know, in fairness, that's how you should be playing. But my god, Kizuna do not have an answer for this just yet. Again, this is just 2 rounds in. We're going to see how the rifle rounds go. This bonus a little bit into the mind of Elevate and see how they can stabilize from this front. I like that trip.
Look at how patient they are on this default. They're going to hear the shield coming across now. He's just going to call it back to his team. Wait, look at this. The rest of his team here, they're coming towards long because they're going to get information that no one's going to be B long. They're going to be rotating all the way back towards A, leaving Shinsei alone in elbow. But little do they know, Elevate like sharks in the water. You recognize this opportunity and opening now. And look at Kizuna. Spread across A side, ready to catch this push. Yo, if that Viper wall comes true, this might be a perfect 10 out of 10. I don't hear it, but I think it might have came through to bait out some rotations, but they don't know that Shinsei is here in elbow.
And he can't move forward from the smoke because look, there's a secondary trip there just set up for him specifically. And they know he's there. He threw that undercut from there. So now into the 5-man retake, or rather 4-man retake we go. But just as I say that, numbers are being lost. And it's in the form of Elevate so far. Good flick to the left. There goes Ender, and Shinsei, he comes around with Kale as well to actually bring this round back for them. Sells, man. Okay, so Kizuna, a fighting chance. He just had to wait out and play Elevate's game. A bit more patience on their front.
Yo, I don't know what the call was from Elevate, but did you see how Flaring just swung through the smoke there?
Yeah, that was a little bit too much, I think. Maybe they weren't expecting the hard guns over there on the other side, but yeah, all good. Kizuna getting their first round finally, and we're still gonna go into the big gun rounds. Ender has bought up a never mind. There's 2 judges. Okay,
shotgun central towards Lams and Hookah here. Elevate are going to have to be more careful to clear this out, but they don't have something like the Trailblazer, the dog from Sky. They don't have a Sova drone to try to clear us out. No Prowlers as well. So the shotguns, they might find huge value here. For now, Elevate are scaling up towards long, not giving a chance for these shotguns to find their mark just yet.
The rounds always go like this. Some sort of sound cue, because everyone's moving out into their positions, and then silence around the 1 minute mark. It's just an info game. Execute is coming in. It's a bit soft so far. Kill contract comes through. I believe that Nabdin... Oh, never mind. He lost the fight against Nakia. Nakia is so good at winning this fight.
What's that, 2 for 0?
Yeah.
Against Nakia?
Yeah. Maybe two for 1.
No, because the last time he got... Who was playing KJ?
I can't remember.
He got the KJ player the last time. Pudge, right. And that was the one you won.
What? What? Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hold our horses for a second. Back to a 3v1 now.
Yeah, they didn't know. Oh,
yeah.
They didn't know Esmond was here. So yeah, that makes sense that he managed to get 1 there. But Ender getting the swing is a bit nuts. They were holding that. Esmond, he's going to have to die to the spike here, I think. Try and reset with his team. Because I don't think there's much you can do with the judge in that corner.
Yeah, I probably don't want to be saving this in the next round too.
Yeah. Okay, no, just to recall, I think I remember Shinsei kill contracting Nakia twice. 2 times, I think Nakia won it out on Lotus. There was 1 time he did it, and I think he got him. But again, that might have been Pudge. Well, we're gonna have to go back and review that. But so far,
yeah, that was Pudge.
But so far, Nokia has won out on the kill contract fights, which is props to Nokia.
He just has main character energy, man. I can't make this up. Like, I don't even need to tell this narrative. It just speaks for itself.
Yeah. Flash comes out. Or Redco. And here's the hard hit already. Again, Reverie and Shinsei are the only one with sheriffs here. The rest of the other Kizuna players are on classics, but if they can close in the distance and create some sort of chaos in the site, there's a chance for it. But they're gonna hold on to it just in the meantime. Riza is here to cut the flank. Huge. Yeah, he's gonna cut it off.
Going towards Ender. Yeah.
Oh, and they know the info. They've all teleported towards the other side. Shinsei swings out, but dies to Flaring. Flaring making sure he's dead. Kale, he's around the corner with the classic, manages to get his one, but Elevate through and through, all clean, all done.
Super sharp on the trigger there. Elevate. I think, okay, the way Elevate and Laze play their anti-ecos, they're very, very similar. Elevate's just a more refined version, in my opinion. Those two teams, I think, have some of the best anti-ecos in the entire league. Because they're really patient with this. They allow the plays to happen, and they keep in mind the possibilities without indexing too far into one direction. This time around, the Razor Raider is going to be online from Ender. Not affiliated with the peripheral company in any way.
Absolutely. Even gets the skill for it. So Pudge, he's down on that flank, and yeah, Shinsei swings out, takes out Riza. So now 3 players left for Elevate, and they're all on the site here. Gonna see if they can just take more fights. Shinsei, he's not gonna try and give them any sort of leeway. Ooh, going through the smoke, nearly dying there. Shinsei finds Flaring as well. So this looks like a little bit better in terms of responses out of Kizuna as of late. But it might have just been a mistime, or, you know, the unknown factor of the op being there. Again, it's quieted down. And both of these teams, they love doing this.
Redco and Nokia, they're scaling onto the bomb side now, but look at all these players in position. Nokia finding one towards Shinsei. Knife is going to detect KO. Spike is going to go down. And they're getting taken out. KO.
Redco. Oh my god, Redco.
It's in so much danger right now.
God,
wait, he actually gets free. No. There's no way this is happening. If he finds the next kill too, he knows the Seekers are here.
He just has to reposition. Because he knows that's where this guy is going to come from. Oh, he might flash himself out here for this. Reverie, he has to be so smart. Taps the spike. There's the swing. And Reverie wins it out. But my god, Redco. Sorry, I said Shinsei by response because I was just watching the aims. Like, that's a Shinsei thing to do. Then I realized, wait, I'm watching Redco.
Yeah, I get you there.
Oh my gosh, Redco, yeah. Still, you mentioned before, one of his top played agents is the Reyna. It shows through, at least in blood. Yeah. It shows through in the bloodline, you know. Carries over.
Yeah, he comes from a very different era of Valorant where before the fire of strategies, the embers even were made. He was part of that triple duelist meta. You remember that all the way back in the early days?
I kind of miss that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, you guys are insanely mechanically cracked, so we're just gonna send everybody to walk down middle. And now it's like you tune into VCT, you look at an average round. Okay, not a round like that. That was just pure gunfighting. But one of the rounds where like 3 ultimates are coming through, you're like, what is going on?
I'm sorry, Nakia's entering double sashling with the Outlaw.
If he gets one, oh okay. Yeah, that's a bit egregious.
Yeah, that's egregious would have been an understatement if he manages to get one there. That's insane. I love that he goes for that play though. That's just so crazy to watch. Camera is peeking out, trying to see who's there, and they find Reverie and Riza. I think they hear the shot coming in from heaven as well, or at least they should know there is one there. This is looking very dire in terms of retakes for Kizuna. Guardian, Op, Vandal. Reverie has to go huge here, try and cover his teammates. But I think without any opening here and the Viper's Pit just locking down the sightlines, they're going to have to call it. Time run out. And Elevate, they take their 5th.
Nice. So far. It's going to look pretty good here. For the set of Elevate. Recovering from last round. It started off a bit rocky and then
this should do.
Redco nearly turned it around, but you know, going into the 8th round now. Showstopper online for Nakia as well as Ender. I wonder what the play is going to be here from Elevate. It's definitely a possibility where Redco can just send out a flash and the double satchel is going to come through, right? That's going to be a bit wild. So the rest of the team is going to slow down for a second. He's going to see if anyone pushes out through hookah. He might have gotten the read, actually. Redco, just so aware. Here's the guiding light come out towards hookah. Is aware that, look at this, the entire team, they're posted up on this angle. They're ready for this push. Riza's alone on the other side of the map. Double tap is going to time out here, and the rest of the Elevate lineup have scaled up all the way towards long.
Dog spotted.
Trailblazer for info. All you can prep from is Monday here, ready for that flood. But Elevate, they recognize they're already at the foothold this side. The ultimates come out from Redco and Nakia. Showstopper trying to find their target here.
Oh
it's going to be good for Esmonde. Touchdown from across the field.
Yeah, that's repetition for Nakia, right? So many times as a race player, you just send it into the direction where the rotating players are. But yeah, why not shoot it into elbow? You figured out their presence was there. They might just be holding and waiting. So that's very smart from him. Redco takes the fight against Shinsei. Battle the IGLs. Redco's winning out so far. Kale, long range. Not going to do much against Nakia's 4K there. Nakia, man, he's putting up numbers. But even then, these are numbers that come from the absolute metal foundation that is the rest of Elevate.
Yeah, like I was about to say, Nakia, one thing you have to consider when talking about the rookie conversation with him is how much support he has from Riza, Redco, and Flaring. He has them to call the shots for him. He has them to give him all the util he needs at the perfect timing too. Now, Kizuna, they're going to have to revisit their defensive playbook for a little bit because 6-2 now. Elevate 4 rounds in the lead so far. They're really collapsing on that B bomb side. A has looked not too shabby from them, in my opinion. But their B side hold is a little bit weak. So now we are going to see the Cypher being rotated over to Brimstone and Sky. So one thing you can do as that Brimstone is you can smoke out the base of that B long area, and then you can send a Sky Flash through for information, and then you're going to have all of long under your control on that defense, right? I think that might be the play here. One single tripwire towards hookah, and then the Raze gets to rotate over. Proactive plays. The option is there. Okay.
They're expecting, they're expecting the swing.
Oh my god.
They're sending more bullets down range. Oh. He's dead, guys. He's already dead. Actually, no, it's an ISO. Keep shooting.
Oh boy, and now Elevate here.
They just have to hold. They just pause. I mean, they could just say, all right, we got Shinsei. That's cool. That's the ISO dead. Any other team, I think, right? first call would be to rotate. Maybe
Go,
push up.
go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Percent. Smoke.
Exactly, but no, hold. Just hold. Wait for the response. The better play, the EMEA coded play, but hold too long and you might get a surprise sprung on you. Kale finding the leader of Elevate. Nakia's still here in showers, 35 HP though. He needs to back away because if he dies here, that's a Vandal loss to them.
Boy, you gotta run. You gotta run for this one, but actually he gets one on towards Kale as Monday trading it right back.
What?
Reverie, the double headshot across the wall here. Unfortunately, Pudjay is going to be able to trade them out. Spike is going to get planted here as Monday does have that orbital strike on the line. He's contemplating using it.
He thought about it.
Yeah.
But at this point, you might be looking to save this for a better round. Not to say that he can't do this clutch, but favor's really not there for him. He has to go through. The decay is there and it's being watched. Yeah, and flaring just shuts it down. 7 for Elevate. Kizuna. The Foxes, they are going... Do Foxes hibernate?
Do they? I'll literally Google that right now.
Yeah, please check that for me.
Foxes hibernate. They don't.
Then they're just lost. They're just lost in the burrows. Gosh. Me almighty. Me almighty it's rough. And Kizuna, okay. A positive of this round is that they have 4 ults. Nearly 5 if Reverie can find one more here or farm with the orb. We're gonna have to see.
And
he's
honestly,
about it.
Against Elevate, man, I would say Elevate's one of the best. You know what? They're gonna have my #1 ranking. Out of everyone else. Just as a team, they truly are more than the sum of their parts. It's just all of these players together form this hive mind. This like human supercomputer of Valorant. But Reverie, his aim is a supercomputer on its own. Pudjay trading it back. Orbital strike already coming down here. They're on the site. But Shinsei catches out flaring a little bit. Excessive bullets thrown his way, but now it's backed up into a 3v3. Look at the positioning from Riza though. He's all the way in A's site already. Pudjay sneaks through the poison orb. Might be good for the timing here, but Shinsei is ready on that trigger. Little do they know. Responding Ender and Shinsei here that Riza and Redco are already on the precipice of the A side. Ender has an inkling, swings out here, but Riza catches them out. Neural Theft is going to go out and they know exactly where the last 2 players are going to be. Look at how far they back up. Most of the teams, when you usually see them play around, like, they control more space, don't they?
Yeah, they should, but they know because, you know, Shinsei, he's still, even though the double tap has gone down, he's still a hard hitter, he's still a sharpshooter, and they're expecting them to wrap around all the way, so Riza might actually get shot in the back of the head here. He checks for it, he does damage, and he takes out 2. Both of them. Oh, Riza. Malaysian pride, baby.
Malaysian pride, the body shooting and everything too.
Oh yeah, that's just been these 2 teams. They're having a little bit of fun with their competition. At least one of them is. I don't know. One might be having fun with the competition. The other might be very frustrated.
Oh yeah. Elevate now 8-2. It's gonna be a little bit of a rough buy for Kizuna. A Sheriffs for everybody. Hero Vandal here for Shinsei. Bailey trying to make something happen, but you know what? I see the vision. There is the Showstopper, there is the Seekers. Neural Theft can give you information to some extent. Really lets you educate your mid-round plays, but look at how freely Elevate are walking up this B-long position. It's going to be a trap here as Nakia swings out. Reverie removes his head surgically clean off his shoulders. Shinsei now tucking away in towards Hookah. He's going to have a really good angle here if Elevate do choose to execute. But he's pushing up. He's pushing up Hookah. He's trying to find a timing here.
This is
and the rest of the team, yeah.
This is
Desperation might
desperate.
be. Oh no!
Blinded by desperation at the whims of its call. And now
Spike is gonna get tapped from Redco, but the Seekers, they come out as an answer. Rifle already taken away. The showstopper from, and there is going to be good. Kale finding another one. And the desperations in the embers of that, the flames of hope ignite once more for the Foxes.
yeah, just barely though, just barely. They have to try and convert one more here. If they do, we're gonna see similar scorelines to the last map. Not,
Yeah.
we're gonna go to that very fabled scoreline. In which case, you know, if you're a Kizuna fan, that still sparks a little bit of hope for you. Players in competition, especially Valorant, well, any other esport really, all very superstitious.
Do you think they have there's like feng shui for like your setup? Like your mouse has to be.
I can't run
at, like, a
Sky.
certain
I
place.
can't run Sky on B site this one. Sky has to be on A site. Has to be on the left. The green has to be on the left.
Oh, my cipher cage cannot put like that one. It has to face this way when I put it down.
Very bad. Oh my gosh, but here we go.
God.
It's gonna come in, and Nakia's finding the entry as well. Showstopper is there activated. It's a 4-on-4. This is basically still a full man retake. Now, just a dog, they might try and advance over it. And Esmond, he finds kill onto Nakia. Riza, back at it again into Esmond. So now the numbers, they're just crunching ever slowly. It's trade after trade, but Kizuna, they're winning it out. Redco left into the 1v3. We saw glorious things out of him before. There's the first, there's the second.
My
He
God.
has to try and find the third. It's gonna be a peak, but Redco, of course he wins it out. Impending death is no reason to back down.
Man, goosebumps from that clutch. And here we are. A fabled scoreline. 9-3. Now, Kizuna, on their attack, I feel like they should be doing a little bit better. Their defense left a lot for us to desire, right? But on their attacking, it's traditionally where they win most of their rounds. 67% to be exact.
See if that matters. Sometimes the stats, honestly, at this point, with how these two teams fight, the stats don't even tell any story to me.
Yeah, it's just a completely different storybook from game to game, right?
So far, the only thing that has been consistent in terms of the story is the 100% buying, because it's looking like it's going to end that way. And Riza, yeah, look at that. He's just tapping it out, taking the fight around the corner as well. Smart position from him to take that top area too.
I held my breath there because I thought Pudge was going to get that kill.
Fortunately not.
No.
Riza, he continues with the pistols, man. Oh my God.
Hold on.
That's disgusting.
Hold up. Was Kale vulnerable trying to jump into sight?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a little bit of a mistake coming in from Shinsei. I'm sorry, did you see the little strafe jump one tap that Nakia just absolutely embarrassed Esmond on?
Oh my God. He has some kind of plot armor.
He does. Kisuna's calling a timeout.
Oh my God, the timeout. The timeout gets called on the second round.
Oh, brother.
With all respect to Kizuna here, Lon, I think we put away our notes here, man.
I think so too. I genuinely think so too. Elevate have not used one timeout. They're chilling.
Chilling.
Like, they're chilling, and they are chilling.
The roti talor are going to be hitting different after this one, man. For the side of Elevate.
Fun little tweet came out from Fishy. Not Fishball. Don't make that mistake. Fishy Valorant. One of my friends. He was looking at the Nexca versus RDA game that's going to come up, and it's like, who do you think both of these teams are going to win? I responded, honestly, the Mamats are going to win. for both the losing team or the winning team. So shout out to my boy Fishy. And honestly, shout out to that game that's going to come up eventually, because that's a lot of Malaysians on the server. Love to see that.
We haven't visited Next Guy yet.
No, not yet.
Next time, if you're hearing this, by the way, we would love to hang out. But dude, the mamak from RDA, man, the shawarma.
Oh wait, hold up. Before we get there, a little bit of a option coming in for the attack here, but flaring. But yeah, holds it down. Even full blind, doesn't matter. 47 HP gets away with it. And Redco
already up in hookah.
Oh my gosh, he's holding a really tight angle here. If he peeks, he might find one. There's the Guardian into the shield. Yeah. Oh my gosh, wait, Shinsei. Okay, shut down finally by PUBG. It looked like he was going to take way more than just those two. He's feeling it a little bit, but this is a little bit dangerous now for the attacking team. 65 HP on Kale, 19 on Reverie. There's a Bulldog active for Riza, full HP, full shield. PUBG has 53 HP in his Spectre. That's practically instant death if Reverie swings that.
Kizuna are just chilling. Wait.
30 seconds left.
All of a sudden, Riza and PUBG, they are playing their game here. Re-smoke comes out for that CT position, expecting a double swinger. Kale finds the first, and Esmonde is going to get the second weapon here.
All right, 4 in the round for Kizuna, but this is still looking very, very dire. We're going to see if they can find some sort of momentum to try and bring it back. Who knows? Maybe they are an attacking team for this. And it would favor them to try and go a little bit more insane with the ISO being there. I mean, you saw it. It works, right? If you can take those fights, if you can win it out, refresh the shield, go for more. Really make it oppressive for them to try and fight it back. But then again, it is Elevate. And protocols, they've been insane when they want to work together.
4-10 now. Elevate. Your eco round, okay. I was gonna say we are not gonna expect too much from them, but Nakia just somehow finds kill on that absurd timing as well. This guy has plot armor. This guy has insane plot armor. Are you seeing this line?
Yeah, Nakia has like an author writing his script. He's a ghostwriter of like legendary degrees. Esmin?
What is this? Wait, look at this pulse plant setup here. They have the molly, and it's going to be a 4-man swing coming up from long. Referee is going to get some help together with Esmonde. Cleans out tree, but Nakia, the main character, he is still alive here.
Player standing.
Fully jumping out here. Nakia finds another one to Esmond, but Endeavor and Shinsei clean it right out.
All right, so stabilize for 5 for now. And I believe that's pumped up their economy a little bit more. But Nakia says he wants to end this very, very soon. Buys up the operator already. 2 off, I believe.
I think the feng shui is a little bit better now for Kizuna. Well, I think it's the orientation of their setup. Spike has to be planted here and here only.
At this point, you might as well just start casting in Chinese, but Nakia finds Ender in the air, and Shinsei finds a response as well. The crunch with the showers is a little bit worrying in terms of how the trades are going, but so far, it's just the heavy hitters. Both raises are out.
Yeah. Now Elevate. I'm still convinced that this is going to be an A side hit, which you're going to be correct on. Shinsei pushing right through that poison orb, that double tap to the shield, but PUBG is going to be able to catch them out actually. Redco holding the line for his team now as the trade goes the way of Kizuna, and it's all a 2v2 at the moment.
Oh, Kale's hidden around the corner up on that default box.
Yeah, right on triple.
Yeah, right on triple.
They don't expect this. Oh, Riza.
Never mind, of course. Dude, I don't know who to choose. In terms of duos, when it comes to Elevate, if Riza and Redco are left in the clutch, my brain would feel like a raisin. I'm so scared to just... Because they just will have the ability to know where you are. Just from process of elimination.
Okay, the air smells like cheese.
I need to blow.
His foot odor on the pungency scale
Please just.
is on a 7
please
out of
just-
10 today.
please just-
He will swing me from triple
Oh my
in
God.
exactly 3 seconds.
Oh my god, elevate, just end the game so I can get out faster, please. Get me out of here. I don't mean that in a mean way for Kizuna. They're trying. They can see. Damn, let's see if they can try even harder. Kill contract?
Definitely
Not
hard.
gonna net anything. Shinsei does find the kill right through the smoke into Riza's head there. They might be opting the call for the teleport play, and yeah, they do. There's the teleport, and every single one of those players are onto the other side, but they've run into the stone wall that is Nakia and his pen onto the paper that is gonna be KZ here on the other side. Oh, swing out from Pudge, not gonna land any kills just yet, but there's a trade in return. Ender finds that kill into Nakia, so the op is denied. Redco and Flaring are left now. This has been a duo that has been very deadly over the years, but Flaring showing why he's good for the clutch. The Frenchman pushes it through into match point. You know, if Redco is Sir Hamilton, Flaring, I like to call him Lafayette, I think. It would make sense in my head.
And then, you know what? That's perfect, actually. That's going to be 12-5 now. Match and series point for Elevate.
Match point.
You've earned this win. Let's make it official.
They have quite a few chances to close out. 7 to be exact. Meanwhile, Kizuna have to fight for the next 7 rounds. No margin of error available to them.
This goes here.
Drop around.
Yes, this should
It's going to be done right here. And in stark contrast to
that goes there.
how RDA have been doing. Both the new kids on the block, right? RDA are up 3-0. Meanwhile, Kizuna here, they have a very tough schedule and they're staring right down the barrel of being 1 and 2 on the standings at the moment. But Shinsei, the beaming light of hope, finds a kill on towards Pudge. Flaring and Redco though.
Wide swing.
An excellent reply.
Wide swing this late on. It's so rough. Ender does find Redco back, and there's timing for it, but Esmond goes down. Nakia pulls the trigger ever so closer to getting this done. 2 more players left for Kizuna to try and either bring this back one more round, keep it fighting, or it's going to be all over. Teleport comes through. He waits out the nade. Actually pushes right through it. Oh, there's the fight. And Ender, he has to try and get this done, but Nakia just flicks upwards, and referee is going to hold this. That's one.
Okay.
That's one. He has to try and find another one. But it's gonna be over. It is gonna be Riza. The Malaysian Pride cuts it down. And the Foxes, well, they can't breathe that high at that elevation, can they?
Nah, they can't. Against the mountain, you can only do so much. And Elevate really put on a show for us today, maintaining their... Have they dropped a single map, actually? Now that I think about it. I don't think they have.
I think so.
It's
let me double check.
It's been 2-0 against CSG, and then 2-0 against Ninjas, and then now it's 2-0 against Kizuna. They are... I don't want to jinx them just yet, but they are on for a flawless run in towards playoffs. It's still way too early to try to call things, but from what they've showed us so far, yeah, they're going ham.
It's so ridiculous what Elevate have just on paper. And yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at the post plants. Go on.
It's gonna be a little bit painful there.
Break it down. Just break down everything that happened here.
Kizuna, we're only able to get on site, I think, 50% of the time to get the spike down. And even then, they only converted like 33% of their post-plant situations. But Elevate, they were able to get their spike down like what? Basically around like 90-ish% of the time. 11 out of the 12 rounds. So dominant on their attack. For Elevate as well, their first kills all swinging their way despite the presence of that ISO in the match. The way they use their utility to break their shield, they're just so conscious of it.
Yeah,
I do really want to see how Elevate will change up as we head into next week, because I think Elevate are going to start cooking some strategies next week with the new duelists.
Oh yeah.
Especially with Abyss, right? Once Abyss comes in, I think that's where we'll see the full force of it. Kizuna, though, a very, very valiant effort. We're seeing a completely different look for them. And, you know, it's fine. This is an experimentation. They tried to pull something new out. They saw how dominant the ISO could be. But unfortunately, I don't think this current iteration of Kizuna, not necessarily the players, but the way that they're playing off each other is their best luck. I think they're going to come out a lot stronger after today.
Yeah, hopefully. So we'll have to see. We'll really have to see in terms of how Kizuna can adapt to this. Because if they really want to push this ISO through, adaptation is all they really have. And yeah, Nakia being the MVP, that just makes so much sense. 40% headshot, 40.5 actually, percent headshot ratio. And then once he comes alive, this man, like you mentioned, right? His script is different. He might as well be the author of his own fate.
Honestly, and it must be such an honor for him that one of the most prestigious trios in the entire region has picked him as the spearhead to guide them to pierce their way in through towards victory.
Man,
Nakia, we're going to be seeing great things from you for months and years to come.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, this player is on loan as well into Elevate.